Apart from Bossa Nova and Samba, you don't really hear brushes in Latin music recordings. In addition to that, you would hardly ever hear Cuban Grooves played with brushes. So why, may you ask, would you want to? I think it's important to expand your brush technique and vocabulary for finding ideas inspired by other genres. And you never know, you may find yourself in a group that wish to explore new sounds and ideas, and these patterns may be a pathway into those ideas. We're going to start with one of my favourite grooves, and that is the Songo. The right hand plays short outward sweeps on beats 1 and 3. We'll next add the left hand pattern, which is exactly how you would play it with sticks. We'll now add the tumbao pattern on the kick, which is on the and of 2 and beat 4. And finally, to give it a little bit more of a brush vibe, I like to add short inward sweeps on the and of 2 in both bars. Let's now speed it up a little. And now we'll play along to the track El Monzon. Cha-cha-cha is one of the more simpler Latin grooves, and it translates nicely to brushes. The left hand plays accented fishhooks on every beat, and the right hand plays light taps on the off beats. The hi-hat is on beats 2 and 4, and the kick rhythm is slightly different in each bar. Let's try this with the track Son Habana. These next two patterns come from ideas suggested to me by my students Steve and Igor, and both patterns require a stick in the left hand. The first variation has the left hand playing cross sticks on every beat and the right brush playing flex strokes. This is done by striking the rim of the snare with a dead stroke and letting the wires bounce multiple times by slowly lifting your hand. When I was in high school, I was taught to play the guiro in Latin music as scrape, tap, tap, scrape, tap, tap. It wasn't until I travelled to Cuba in 2009 that I learned that this wasn't quite right. To get that authentic sound, I learned to play down, up as eighth notes with accents on the first and fourth notes. This motion translates beautifully with brushes. So again, we'll play cross sticks on every beat and side to side eighth notes with the right brush. Let's now try these two patterns with the track and we'll play each one 8 bars. The next groove is the Mambo, and I've chosen to incorporate some open tones for variety. It starts with an outward right-hand sweep on beat 1, followed by a left-hand accented fishhook on 2, and a kick on the end of 2. We'll next add 2 taps and 2 open tones. Make sure the snare is off for this one. The second bar has an outward sweep on the end of 1, again followed by a fishhook and kick. When playing the sweep on the end of 1, make sure you focus on getting that quick sweep accent effect. And finally, we'll finish with a right-hand tap on beat 3, then 2 open tones to finish the groove. Let's now speed it up a little. And again a little faster. Let's now play this with the track Descarga Pagosa.